This is Josiah Plays Rue Valley. We're back to do some more in the time loop. So what is it that we're actually doing right now? We want to fix the vending machine.
Give me my coffee, you jerk!
We need to...
Spit it out already!
We need to ask some people.
Come on, you thief!
We need to ask some people
I'll
about the
break you
vending
open if I
machine. The
have
first
to.
obvious person to talk to is Frank! No, it's not Frank. Frank's not even home.
Give me my coffee, you jerk!
It's, Oven.
Transfer me to billing. Why would... No, this isn't about... Yes, Rue Valley Motel. Our Coral Destiny internet antenna is down?
Announcement, moo. How's it going, Knox?
Mm-hmm.
Good announcement.
No, the repair tech already came yesterday. Said the internet will be up by noon today.
Sorry for interrupting, but I'm in a bit of a hurry. Excuse me gesture. See, it acts like I'm using both hands in the excuse me gesture, and that's where I'm confused. If it said you raise one hand in an excuse me gesture, I'd be like, oh, right. That's intuitive. But what am I doing with the other hand? She looks at
Hey,
you,
listen,
and
I have to go now.
at
So
first
let's
seemingly ignores your
yeah, we'll
plea.
have to manage without it today. I know. Hey, listen, I have to go now. So
She says that twice.
yeah, we'll have to manage without it today. I know. Sorry. Bye.
Whoop whoop. This is the sound of the Shadzar police. I'm doing okay. Thanks.
Oh, hello, Mr. Harrow. How are you? Are you ready to check in?
Hey, do you know how to fix a vending machine? It's stuck. What? Again? Damn it. Guess I'll really have to push Dad to get us the Vendomatic 3000. Our rust bucket has more malfunctioning components than working ones. There's a trick to get it out of the unjam. What? And so far, it's worked every time. I really should put a sign on the damn thing explaining how to work it. Listen up. You have to press the return change button, but really press it all the way until you hear the plastic crack. Then simultaneously press the coffee button and the more sugar button 3 times. Easy. Oh, is that all you have to do? That sounds like a tough but lethal combo in an arcade fighting game. You're playing some Dragon Sweeper and got a couple of achievements. I don't know what that is, but it sounds like Minesweeper, but with dragons. Can I be heard? I should be able to be heard. Okay. Still easier than the crazy maneuvers you pulled, though. Thanks. I'll arrange a cup of coffee to your health. My pleasure. Enjoy your coffee. Okay. But it's not going to be fixed tomorrow. The battered machine seems to be decades old, except for a newly installed, comically large reddish button. It was stuck before you fixed it. Now it's broken. Until the next loop, that is. Ah, okay. So I gotta wait till tomorrow. Am I even gonna remember?
Are you ready to check in now, Mr. Harrow?
Okay, I'm ready to check in.
All right then, let's get you into your room. So, number 6, the last one on the second floor. Everything is ready for you. And this is your key card. All right, I'm here.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go to bed. Just gonna go to bed. Yes, IRL. While I'm streaming, I'm gonna go to bed. Didn't I do that once? I think I did. I actually did do that once. Despite the tight sheets and crisp-looking pillow, the bed reeks of dust and age. Jen was here yesterday, Aquabrow. Croaks and squirms, and a cloud of dust and skin particles rises up. First time in like 6 years. I don't know if it's been 6 years, but it's been a while. I don't want to mess with my phone. I want to go the hell to sleep. Of course, I guess I just... No, I didn't just wake up. I just... Time loop started. I was in the doctor's office already. I guess I'll call Ben. He might spill some Anita beans. The line rings and rings. And just when the monotonous ringing finally finishes drilling a borehole straight to your thalamus, a raspy male voice answers.
Ben Fleming. Sorry, can't talk now. Quite busy. Call later.
And when will you be available?
I don't know, around 8:30 or later. Gotta go now. Bye-bye.
The line is dead. Well then, back to the phone. What if I call him back right away? Do you think he'll be pissed? Didn't he mention to call him after 8:30 p.m.? Right, I better try later. And play some hyper-casual protagonist. Call Marcus. Enough of this for now. Ben should be available to talk now. Let's call him.
Yeah, hello?
Ben sounds much slower than last time, like you've woken him from deep hibernation. I have a couple of questions about Anita.
Yeah, well, I got more than a couple of answers. None of them good.
Something is wrong with this man, but what eludes you? I know, Cousin Calvin sounds exactly like that after his breakfast of champions. Ah yes, the classic foot-long joint on an empty stomach. But this sounds different. It's like he's piercing the exosphere on his way into the void. It'll be hard getting any useful info out of him while he's like this. Still, you have to try. The silence from the other side of the call is so long and so profound that you're sure Ben has completely forgotten he's even talking to you. Hashtag piercing the exosphere. As one does. Eius causa discamus.
Let's keep this short, please.
Well, that was easier than expected. You didn't even have to assume a false identity. Anita is super pissed off tonight. Do you know why?
Yeah, she's angry at me, like always. She wanted out, but she still wants to push me like she's in. Fuck, and I don't want to dance to her song anymore.
You feel as if your every question hooks him from somewhere deep underwater and brings him back to the surface. Is Anita pushing Robin to do her bidding?
Yeah, Nita's doing Nita things. Robin got my hard-headedness, so she's fine. It's nice talking to you, but I would really like to get to sleep, you know?
Why did you get divorced?
I think about that often.
That's not what he...
And the guessing answer is, I think I told her no one time too many. She never liked no's, you know?
From deep within, a weak, rasping sigh escapes him, barely rising before it falls apart.
It's nice talking to you, but I would really like to get to sleep, you know?
Was she always so controlling?
That's my Nita, yeah. The more problems there are, the tighter she grips. It's nice talking to you, but I would really like to get to sleep, you know?
Thanks for your time.
Yeah, nice talk.
The line is dead, and you imagine Ben sleeking deep back underwater. Lightning! Enough of this for now. Explosion! Whoosh! There it is, the good old fire in the sky. Closing my eyes. Don't start with that anchovy shit. Had some chicken parm pizza today. That sounds really good. I haven't eaten anything yet today.
You're with me, Mr. Harrow?
Yes, and I have a question. Ooh, I can ask him multiple new things here. If someone has an overwhelming need to control everything, what could be behind it? He raises a bushy eyebrow.
I'm sorry. Whom exactly are we talking about here?
It's about my parents.
That's quite an important subject. All right, let me give you a general answer and we can dig into the details afterwards. There could be many reasons why someone develops an intense need to control others and their surroundings.
chili pepper and onion pizza? No. Mm-mm. I had jalapenos in my dinner last night and I wasn't happy about it.
More often than not, it stems from an experience of helplessness or deep uncertainty, usually rooted in childhood. Those experiences might have been triggered by traumatic events or events perceived as traumatic, without anyone there to provide comfort or safety.
Thanks for the reminder of just how familiar I am with helplessness.
I'm sorry to hear that. It must have been rough, especially with uncertainty mixed in. They tend to feed off each other, don't they? Those experiences can lead a person to develop an intense need to control their environment, trying to ensure that they never have to feel helpless or uncertain again.
I'm yawning a lot. It's one of those things. Peppers and onions, you can't hang. What do you mean peppers? Chili peppers? I mean, if you're talking about like green peppers or regular like red bell peppers, that would be fine. I'd be down for that. But chili peppers, get out of here with that. That doesn't belong on pizza. They never want to feel helpless or uncertain again. Okay.
As a child, they cling to routines, to what's familiar and predictable. Later in life, that need can grow into micromanaging, or worse, outright intrusion into the lives of those around them.
Usually red hot chili peppers belong on a stage. That's true, Knox. Can I get my pizza with Anthony Kiedis, but just on half of the pizza?
With time, and often through therapy, such a person can learn to strike a balance between their need for control and the unpredictable nature of the world around them. I hope that satisfied your curiosity.
Not really.
Now, tell me about your parents. Which one had the need to control everything, including you?
I ran into someone like that recently. And I just wanted to understand her better.
I understand that. If needed, we'll revisit this topic next time then.
Of course.
Of course.
He glances at the clock as always.
All right then. That's it for today. You should go and check in at the office. Your room is probably ready by now.
Okay. Give me the book. I need the book so that when I want to pass time, I'm not required to play on my phone. Need the book. Alright, we out. We still out.
Spit it out already!
Okay, I'm finna fix this machine.
Come on, you thief!
Maybe I can help? She looks at you suspiciously.
Sure. Give it a go.
Oh, I thought I was gonna have to remember the proper sequence, but apparently I don't have to remember it. Press the return change button, but really press it all the way until you hear the plastic crack, and then simultaneously press the coffee button and the more sugar button 3 times. Yeah, Dave Navarro peppers too, yeah. Flea. I don't think I want flea on my pizza. Gotta give it away now. Yeah, they're giving it away under the bridge. The machine stirs to life with a low, resonant hum, its internal mechanisms clicking into place, awakened by your input. That would be a parasite to behold. Oh my god, Knox. What? Hold on. What? Gigantify and emote. That big old camera stare in there. The machine stirs to life with a low resonant hum, its internal mechanisms clicking into place, awakened by your input. The display reads, "Insert coin." Insert a coin and press the coffee button, triumphantly. The coin clinks into the slot. A deep grind echoes from within as the coffee button glows, and the inviting aroma of fresh brew begins to permeate the air. Hand her the steaming cup.
Oh, what? Nice! I don't know how you figured it out, but thank you so much.
She takes one long sip from the plastic cup and savors the moment. As you don't say anything, she soon interrupts the silence.
Here.
She raises the cup as if making a toast.
To strangers fixing machines.
I gained 3 inspiration. Holy
Speaking
mackerel.
of strangers, I'm Riley.
I know you're Riley. I already know about like half your family and everything else. Eugene, nice to meet you.
So, first session?
Yeah, how about you?
Me?
She smiles.
No, I live here. I mean, in Rue Valley, not in the motel.
She pauses, then looks at you mischievously.
So, how was it?
I don't subscribe to the idea of therapy. I believe in hard work.
I don't know. I wouldn't dismiss it so easily. Give it some time.
And time you do have, but still, how much of a change can the end of one session bring, even if repeated an infinite number of times?
Not that I have any personal experience with therapy. I only ever go during our mandatory assessments.
Mandatory assessments.
My brother, though, he used to visit Dr. Fink daily for quite some time. And trust me, I saw him getting better and better as the months went by. Until he quit.
Why did he quit?
He had a minor disagreement with Dr. Fink regarding some of his, beliefs. But other than that, therapy really helped him get on his feet again. But enough about that.
Puts on an uneasy smile.
So, how do you like the motel? Met the crew yet?
You make it sound like there's dozens of people working here.
Fond of overstatements, aren't you? There's a couple of Flemings here. Uncle Ben, of course, Robin's dad. Aunt Anita was around until a year or 2 ago, but she's not a part of the place anymore.
Uncle Ben, so big fan of his rice. So, wait, if Ben and Anita are her aunt and uncle, that would make Robin her cousin. Uncle and aunt, you related to them?
No, it's just that I lived here for a while. A long time ago, to be precise.
That's not precise.
The Flemings took me and my brother in after we lost everything. They became like family to us.
You lost everything. How come? Nosy.
We lost our mom in a house fire, and our dad had passed before that, so... yeah. Anyway, Uncle Ben was like a father to us. Still is in some ways. He's a little quirky, but he's got a good heart. Robin, too. I guess what I want to say is, you're in good hands here.
Good to hear. We know she knows a lot about Coral Destiny because she literally worked there. She just recently quit. have a question about Anita.
Sure. Anita? She's the queen of hospitality here in Rue Valley.
What's up with the hat?
Nita always dressed like that. You better believe it raised a few eyebrows, or a few dozen eyebrows around here. But ever since the divorce, she cranked it up to 11. I don't know. Maybe that midlife crisis or whatever, or she's finally a free woman and can do whatever she wants.
Oh, somebody already got destroyed by the native defense system. You found yourself on the horns. Concentric synopsis CDEGDLQ. Hashtag native defense. I don't get it. Why is Anita the queen of local tourism?
Well, she was running the motel with Uncle Benny back in the day, and now she opened a bar with that hunky dude from Bothwood.
Back in the day?
Yeah, well, back when they were still living there, happily ever after. Nowadays, they're split, or more like cleaved clean down the middle. I don't think Kuipers is raking in the big bucks, but considering no one else is doing any tourist stuff around here, that kind of qualifies her as the queen of tourism.
Aunt Nita?
That's a very long story, and I'd rather not talk about it right now. Let's just say we're related. Kinda.
Okay, thanks.
You're welcome? Well, this was fun and all, but gotta go. Thanks for the coffee.
Turns around and leaves. And she gets on her bike. And she goes to the gas station. The battered machine seems to be decades old, except for a newly installed, comically large reddish button. Alright, we'll get some bottled water. So I have a crap ton of inspiration now. So much inspiration. Okay, let's see. What else did we learn about Ben Fleming? It seems he's busy before 8:30 p.m. Best to call him after that. But how do we not get him to be sluggo when we call him? Ben raised her and is like a father to her. She used to work at Coral Destiny. The combo for resetting the machine worked. You learned and tested the combo to get the vending machine unstuck. Now you can have a coffee whenever you want. And the best thing is, because of the time loop, you won't have to face the dreaded caffeine crash. Yeah, that's the best thing. All the inspiration, rerolls for days. Yeah, it's not that kind of inspiration. I think I want to try to drive back home next. Surely this place is less appealing than your bleak little apartment. Grab the wheel and head homeward. I don't actually expect it to work, obviously, but that's not the point. Out of curiosity.
Yes, I have rebooted the modem.
Disappoints me that I can't steal the pen every day.
Of course it's urgent! Oh, hello, Mr. Harrow. How are you? Are you ready to check in?
No. I'm not. I wasn't sure if I could talk to her about Uncle Ben or about the vending machine or anything, but I couldn't. Alright, let's try to drive back home. Time for a ride again. Jaunty drive, it's a jaunty drive. The desert stretches out endlessly, a vast expanse of ochre gravel, barren and desolate. Looks like we're in New Mexico or Arizona. A thin, cracked ribbon of asphalt snakes through the landscape, looping like a gnarly scar that vanishes into the horizon. Silence presses in, thick as molasses, interrupted only by the uneven hum of the car's engine and the faint whispers of wind through the dry brush. Let's check the fuel gauge. The tank is half empty. You can almost feel the juice running out. Let's turn on the radio. The static makes only one thing clear. You're more likely to catch a signal from space than any kind of radio station here. Let's open the window. The dust makes the air outside even thicker than inside. It's suffocating no matter what you do. Let's gaze into the distance. The more you look, the more you see it. The same mountains, similar cacti, copy-pasted bushes, and the identical paintings of clouds. We are in a reality show. The endless repetition, again and again. Just drive. You keep pretending that everything is fine, that everything is normal, that you're just driving home. But no matter how hard you try, there's no running away from your poor decisions. They've got better mileage. Even through the loud engine ruckus, your ears are pierced by the annoying ringtone. Reckless! Toss the phone out the window! May it shatter like the world you're so eager to leave behind. Maybe I can get out of the time loop zone. As with the phone call, with hair standing up on the back of your neck, you anticipate another interruption. The thunder that still sends chills down your spine. The end is near. Wait, wait. I've been driving full speed for like 30 minutes away from the area, and the fucking lightning and thunder still hits near me instead of back where it was before? 'Cause that's weird. In your rear-view mirror, the sky erupts in a blaze of glory, as if someone staged a fireworks show for your successful getaway. Or the apocalypse. Flames streak across the sky, unraveling the twilight itself, casting eerie, dancing shadows on the road ahead, a vivid reminder of the chaos you left behind. Dramatic. I screamed. Oh, very reality show ending, right? I didn't get out of the time loop. It seems that the time loop stretches further than you've anticipated. The road home might wait just around the bend, but you'll have to drive like a maniac to actually make it.
Still with me, Mr. Harrow?
Sorry, I decided this therapy is not for me. Goodbye. Leave Rue Valley and drive like a maniac. Oh, I am driving like a maniac. The car leaps forward like a frantic old nag, tires spitting dust and gravel with disdain. As the speedometer soars, the landscape blurs into a homogeneous mass of red rocks and greasy shadows. The foolhardy tempo calls to mind another careless driver. It must be one of those Rue Valley things, pushing your luck even when you're fresh out of it. I don't care, I'll make it this time! Lingering on that thought certainly won't help. Every turn of the wheel flirts with disaster, pebbles ricocheting beneath the chassis as if the road itself is daring you to lose control. Step on it. Step on it, sucker. Adding insult to injury, the phone buzzes incessantly, trying to yank you back onto the track. Throw the phone again. Hopefully it will stay there this time. You knew there was no turning back. Your mind races ahead, running faster than a car ever could. Press the pedal as far as it goes. Gripping the wheel, you're counting down to it, every second dragging longer than the last. You can almost feel the air tense up before the strike until, once again, predicting the unpredictable. A superpower given to you and you alone. It's an automotive stampede, that's right, Knox. Left behind in the soaking desert road. I just want to go home! Let out a tear and keep driving. Dramatic. You bash through the desert as the last droplets of rain on the windshield start to fade away. Then it hits you. This is the furthest you've been able to go. Oh, I got 2 more inspiration. But time stops. Not because of the fiery sky and the end of the loop. Your internal clock says that you still have a couple of minutes before that happens. It stops because you're not in control anymore. In control of what? Well, take a guess. My life? Definitely, but there's one other thing. This car. You're not in control of this car anymore. Powered by inertia and the slippery asphalt, the vehicle acts on its own, swerving and sliding with astonishing choreography. Uh-oh, I have to make a decisional check. That's not going to go well because my decisional is on impulsive. I'm reckless, so I don't think this is going to work out well. Quickly but carefully do something to avoid the disaster. Failure, too impulsive. In an instant, the decision is made for you. A violent impact shakes the car to its core. Metal crumples and glass shatters while rain mingles with your innards, painting a surreal impression on the side of the road. Did I die?
Still with me, Mr. Harrell?
His voice cuts through like a lifeline, but just as the comfort of his words wraps around you, it twists and morphs into a jarring, clanging noise. It yanks you back to reality as the remnants of cliff rock debris drum against the car's shell with relentless enthusiasm. Through a dense fog of pain, your nerves frantically fire, desperately trying to wake up your unresponsive body. Produce a sound, any sound. With charcoal lipstick on your lips, you try to break the silence. Dramatic. Scream and cry. Ah! Ah! Oh, I got punctured lungs. Fun. It's your body's way of making something as boring as breathing into an extreme sport. Every inhale feels shallow and heavy, but the air simply refuses to cooperate. Unable to scream, can't sing. As you do, only tears precipitate, as even a shallow breath feels like inhaling shards of glass. This will require some serious surgery. I'll try to whisper. Help! I got a dental fracture. You try to speak, but the sharp tang of blood fills your mouth. Your teeth, or what's left of them, are swimming freely around your butchered tongue. Some shattered, some completely gone, and some dangling from sliced gums. Your teeth are everywhere except where they should be. You feel the crunchiness of the smallest pieces when you try to close your mouth. Unable to communicate fluently, can't consume non-liquid food. This is not something a dentist can fix. I'll stay silent. Play it safe. Let's try to move. The wreckage envelops you in a tight grip, but you sense that at least a couple of your limbs are free. Attempt to move your fingers. Every movement sends a jolt of agony, a grim reminder that somehow you're still alive. But your arm is all messed up. There's a pale bone sticking out of blood-stained flesh. I have a broken arm. Your arm is a mess of pain that's barely holding together. You'd be lucky to lift a finger without wincing, let alone something heavier than a paperclip. Unable to pick up items, can't play guitar. I'm gonna cry. You squint as a few tears come out. It doesn't help. Try to move my toes. I have crushed leg bones, guys. The command falls short. Your legs, twisted at impossible angles, are useless. Shattered bones grind with every twitch. Your legs are done. It's like someone shoved them into a blender. Shattered bones grinding like broken glass. No walk, only crawl. You're not going anywhere. Better not to move at all. Better. Just lie down and do nothing. Probably the best choice in this case, and in fairness, it's the best choice in most cases. But what's that noise? Focus on the noise. Both from nowhere and everywhere, you hear a rhythmic beating. I have no idea what that is. It's your heartbeat, and then you feel it. The warmth of liquid pumped by your heart, soaking almost every part of your torn clothes. I've got severe beating. I got an achievement called I Hurt Myself today. A lot of liquid. Dark liquid life is quickly escaping your body. Each heartbeat feels like a countdown. Trouble staying awake. Through half-closed, tear-filled eyes, you sense the orange haze rising, the ground trembling under you. It's happening again. But now I know I'm immortal. Like, even if I would die, still get to go back to the time loop. Like before, you feel your body is back in its good old middle-aged state. Really went all in this time.
Still with me, Mr. Harrow?
Yes, and I have a question. Doctor, can we talk about Coral Destiny? His eyebrows lurch upward in an already too familiar gesture.
The doctor must be confused by your sudden interest in the corporation, or is unwittingly expressing his discomfort. Of course we can, Mr. Harrow. Though it took me by surprise, your interest is perfectly natural and understandable, seeing as their Star Base 1 is right here in Rue Valley. As part of my full disclosure policy, I have to tell you I've worked there for a number of years, but can't talk much about my work or my time there, courtesy of a folder full of NDAs I had to sign. So, with that limitation established, what do you want to know?
You can't tell me any rumors from your time there?
I'm afraid not, Mr. Harrow. The NDAs I've signed are comprehensive and enforced by the entirety of Coral Destiny's legal machinery. That's all I can and will say on the matter.
Come on, Doctor. There's only the two of us here. I won't tell a soul.
I'm sorry, Mr. Harrow. The documents I've signed are prohibitive. Please do not push me more on the matter. As I've said, I want our sessions to be a safe space for both of us.
How far away from here is Starbase 1?
About an hour or so away if you're a particularly fast driver. Hour and a half if you take the company's shuttle.
So an hour away is too far away to drive there within my time loop. Unless, maybe if I stole the sports car, I could get out of the time loop.
What exactly are they working on there? Oh, many different things, from new rocket propulsion systems to water shielding and decontamination, regenerative agriculture and soil enrichment, effects of limited living space. But this is all publicly available information. I can't tell you anything that you couldn't have found yourself, you see.
Yeah, but I don't feel like Googling shit. Why Google something when you can ask somebody else to give you questionable, half-remembered info? Right now, if you Google something, all you get is that AI overview, which is like 80% likely to be wrong.
Anything else?
That's all. Sorry, I have to go. All right, Mr. Harrow. See you tomorrow.
As you leave the doctor's office and the same sight hits you once again, you struggle with the fact that the loop seems to be infinite. I wouldn't mind the infinite time loop, really. I hate this place. I just want to leave. But you can't leave. No matter where you go, you'll be tossed back here as soon as the clock hits 8:47 p.m. I get it, but I still hate this place. It seems that you will stay here for a long time. This attitude won't help much. I don't care, this place sucks! Suit yourself. Became obsessed? Rue Valley sucks? What does became obsessed mean? Rue Valley's obsession. So it's like already got a point into it. All the energy you put into your pathetic attempt to escape has transformed into pure hatred toward Rue Valley. You can't escape, but you're sure of one thing. This place sucks. So an obsession is like an intention, but it's automatically activated and I guess it doesn't go away. I'm surprised my Coral Valley thing didn't get updated. Well, I currently have no intention.
let's commit to find Anita's old stuff. You have Ben's phone number. It's time to call him. Let's talk to Riley and let's fix
I'll
the
break
machine.
you open if I have to.
Maybe I can help.
Sure. Give it a go.
Make her coffee. After you input the sequence and the machine awakens, you insert the coin, press the button, and soon hand her the freshly brewed cup as the inviting scent fills the air.
Wow, nice. I don't know how you figured it out, but... Oh, thanks so much.
She takes one long sip from the plastic cup and savors the moment. Have you ever seen the sky suddenly turn its red in these parts?
You mean when there's a rocket launch?
What? What? She looks at your face, noticing your confusion.
You must have heard of Coral Destiny, right?
Not really?
Well, Coral Destiny operates a spaceport not too far from here. And when there's a rocket launch, you can see the whole sky ablaze with this mesmerizing red hue, like a portal to another world. Even from here, it looks amazing. And your timing couldn't be more perfect. There's a launch scheduled for tonight at 8:45.
So now my question is, see, I thought it might have something to do with a rocket launch, but it seems like there's too much whooshing and blowing for it to just be a normal rocket launch if the place is an hour away. So what I'm thinking is the shuttle or the rocket that's trying to launch, actually, there's like something goes wrong and it explodes. And that's why, because it seems unlikely that there would be that much effect this far away if it was just a normal launch, right?
Unless...
She looks towards the dark clouds gathering on the horizon. They may call it off because of the storm, but I doubt it. Are you going to watch it?
Not this time. I have other plans.
Other plans? She's going to the graveyard. Probably some experimental flux capacitor hijinks, right, Knox? What do you know about Coral Destiny? I like to think I have learned a thing or two in my 11 years there. She sees the confusion on your face and giggles, but there's no malice in her laughter. Oh, yeah, I work there. I'm pretty sure you don't. I thought you just quit. Damn it. Worked there. Worked. It's kinda tough to get used to the new reality. Absent-mindedly, she scratches her jacket where the company patch is sewn into the fabric. So, what did you do there? I'm an engineer, specializing in automation and robotics. And you're an engineer and you couldn't figure out how to fix the coffee machine? They'll just give engineering degrees to anybody these days. I was also training to be an astronaut, but... She makes a lips zipped tight gesture. That's all I can say. Destiny had me sign some book-long NDAs. Man, they love their NDAs. I don't think I understand what the company does. Well, you must have been living under a rock then. Ms. Holmes has been preaching about it to anybody who wants to listen, and plenty who don't. Like our these elderly congresspeople. Didn't specialize in fluid dynamics, so couldn't do coffee-related engineering? I see. Apparently she found that kind of work overstimulating. The ultimate goal of the company is to establish a colony on Mars that will trade resources, mostly rare Earth stuff. I think you mean rare Mars stuff with Earth until we can establish self-sufficiency, and until the colony is set up,
well, anything they need to do to get there. What's up with the company name? It makes sense when you think about it. Mars is our destiny, if we want to survive and thrive as a species. It's our first stepping stone to colonizing the whole solar system, and then... She shuts her lips so fast you almost hear a clap. Sorry, I'm kind of evangelizing here. Miss Holmes always insisted that every one of us should be the company's ambassador. It's kind of hard to get out of that mindset, you know? I guess. Ms. Holmes named the company. As I said, Mars is our destiny, and the planet's red, so that's where the coral comes from. I guess that's her favorite color. She often dresses all in coral. Wow. So, why don't you work there anymore? You know, I don't really want to talk about that. Still sorting things out. Sucks to be fired. I should know. Thanks for the sympathy. She gives you a cold smile. You know, people around here just don't give a damn about coral destiny. I mean, those that don't actively hate it. I guess when you're living in such close proximity to the future, you get kind of desensitized. It is nice to talk to someone who cares. Okay, bye! She says it's nice to talk to somebody who cares. I just immediately walk away without saying another word. What do I want to do?
Listen. Oh, hello, Mr. Harrow. How are you? Are you ready to check in? All right then. So, number 6.
So this is all the standard.
All right.
I thought I could ask her about Anita's stuff, maybe. Can I mess with this stuff? How am I not looking through the box labeled Ben? Or any of these boxes? There are many words for red, though. Coral doesn't really spring first to mind and seems oddly specific. See, that's how I felt, Knox. The word coral didn't bring red to mind for me. Could have been like Crimson Destiny, or Scarlet Destiny, or Vermilion Destiny. Is Vermilion even red? I don't know. I think it is. Don't think there's any reason to talk to Jason Burns, and so nothing's gonna happen there. I guess I could check. The Martian ice caps or such? Now you've lost me. Well, Splode, how you doing? Good to see you. We managed to get into a car accident and basically get killed, and then we didn't escape the time loop. We know that the big explosion that happens at 8:47 has something to do with a rocket launch. Because they have a spaceport apparently close by. Alright, yeah, Jason Burns has nothing. Coral equals sea equals water equals ice. I fixed the vending machine, so that was we were able to have a long conversation with Riley about stuff. Did we discover anything else? What else did we discover? We discovered that Rue Valley sucked. At 8:47 p.m., Coral Destiny launches a rocket into space. It seems that launches like this happen often around here. It's doubtful it has anything to do with the time loop, and it's nothing more than a coincidence. Really? The time loop stops right when the rocket launches? Because, see, my theory is that the rocket, something goes wrong with the rocket launch, and it explodes. And that's why we're seeing the Maybe our purpose is to enact a series of events that prevents the rocket from exploding. She used to work at Coral Destiny as an engineer, specializing in automation and robotics, and was also training to be an astronaut. An engineer, a robotics engineer that can't fix the vending machine. Come on now. That's what they teach you first year of engineering school. How to repair any coffee-related apparatus. It's a core requirement. Cut the games. Right, Splode? So now... I've got to call Ben, but he's going to say, oh, call back later. Line rings and rings. Didn't he mention to call him after 8:30 p.m.? Yeah, he did, but I was trying to circumvent that. There's still a lot of stuff I haven't done at the bar. I haven't actually even had a proper conversation with Anita. So let's... Let's go somewhere. Is there a reason to... Let's go to the max gas. You're kind of thinking that, stop the rocket, fix it, take out the boom making element, etc., and it thereby restore the normal flow of time. Oh, she just showed up. Oh, interesting. She's actually out here messing with her bike. She hasn't gone in to talk to Maxine yet. Max gas. Eagle Eye Shield match, capturing details in the irises reflect. I like how every time you look at the camera, it has a different name for the camera. I'm about to get the phone call. Let's talk to Maxine, I guess.
Welcome to Max Gas. You need some help getting gas in that city car yard, or you don't want something else? We got no booze, mind you.
Can we talk about Anita?
Oh, you came to get her car? I expected that pal Travis, but if that's the case, you came for nothing.
Why would Travis come here instead of Anita?
Well, she usually sends him. Like she doesn't want to have anything to do with us, like she divorced the whole valley instead of Ben.
So about that car.
What about the car?
Anita's car is here? She gives you a look like you're strange.
Yeah. Frank towed it this morning. It's sitting in the garage, and I reckon it's gonna stay there for a long time.
What happened to the car anyway?
Anita drove to Bothwood, probably to do some errand for a fancy place up there. But her car broke down and she had to call Frank. He is the only mechanic around here.
Well, yeah, we know he has a tow truck.
And lo and behold, her car is here to stay for a while. Or forever.
Alright, so I'm very confused because I thought the sports car out in front of her bar was her car. I guess the sports car must be, what's his name?
Ed, Tony, Bob, Travis. Must be Travis's car. So, why did they come for nothing?
Because Frank, pal. If I was bleeding on the floor right here, right now, I wouldn't count on him to help me.
Good old Frank. Fucking
That
Frank.
car is not fixed, and who knows when it will be. Will it be fixed? So, yeah, Travis can come, you can come, Anita herself can come herself. Doesn't matter, waste of time.
It's that bad, huh?
Not as bad as what happened between those two during the ride.
What happened during the ride?
Don't know about the details, but when they arrived, Anita left his truck red in the face. Didn't even say bye.
I didn't even say bye when talking to Riley earlier.
Frank was pissed all right, smoking 2 cigarettes at once, cursing like a sailor, left immediately after.
Wow, 2 cigarettes at once. That's pretty wild.
Whatever they were talking about, it wasn't nice at all. They haven't fancied each other for some time now, you see.
It seems no one can get along with Anita, except Travis.
Her head is high and all, and she and her outsider deserve each other. Tell you what, I would have loved to be in that car like a fly on the wall during their ride here. It must have been a festival.
Oh, that makes 2 of us.
Like 2 flies on a horse's tail.
Yeah, just like that. That's what I was thinking for sure. I immediately jump to flies when I'm thinking of a way to identify myself in a situation. More like 2 flies on a pile of shit, am I right? Okay. She winks to you. Oh yes, the good old 2 flies on a horse's tail wink. All right then. Thanks a bunch. She gives you a strange look.
You're welcome?
No, put it on silent. And actually, you know what? Maybe there'll be something I can talk to him about.
Hello, sir. Am I speaking with you?
Speaking.
My name is Percy Rugger,
I have
and
a
I'm
question.
But of course, Mr. Harrow. I'm here to answer any questions you might have. At your service, as they say.
Usually the flies are on the wall when they're eavesdropping, but I guess they don't want to miss detail. Oh, Knox. No. No, that's the pun hammer. That's Knox. They don't want to miss detail. Okay. What can you tell me about Coral Destiny?
Coral Destiny? Mr. Harrow! I'm pleased and excited about your unexpected questions on this subject. They train our brains to always be alert, like a meerkat. Now, where to start? A corporation dedicated to the study, exploration, and colonization of space, starting with Mars, saving humanity, billions of dollars in value, eccentric owner, that type of thing.
So it's owned by Elon Musk. An eccentric owner can mean a great many things.
You must have led a very secluded and/or busy life if you don't know anything about Elise Watson, Mr. Harrow. This line is far from secure, so I'll just say that privatizing big state-owned businesses runs in the Watson family. Unlike her dear father, Miss Watson rarely appears in public, but when she does, she always speaks in such a low voice that she's barely audible. Couple that with her plan of getting humanity a new home in this unique moment in our history, the whole our cradle but not our grave, and you get a mysterious aura of great vision and leadership.
So what you're telling me is your company is owned by Coral Destiny.
Now, I suggest we get back to the matter at hand. If my information is correct, you have recently been unjustly forced to participate in a treatment which, in our opinion, may have
Okay,
consequences
this
not...
is what he says before.
Mr. Harrow, let me be frank with you. I mean, we have only known each other for a couple of... So I presume you're ready for the next step in our cooperation? Now that's what I like to hear. I'll write down your general Well, Mr. Harrow?
Okay, so that ends the same way it always does. Now she comes in. And what happens?
Hey, Max. What's up?
Okay, so they immediately start their conversation.
Hey, Riley.
Wait, she didn't say that before, did she? Oh, it's different because last time she was trying to get coffee because she couldn't get coffee from the coffee machine. But I got her coffee by fixing the coffee machine, so now she's not coming in asking for coffee, she's asking for something else. Here's for the gas. You don't happen to sell those Whirlmate toys, do you? No, sorry. Feeling nervous? Nah, just a bit fidgety.
See my brother around, by any chance?
Yeah, he's right here in his...
That's right, her brother is Frank.
He disappeared.
Left without saying.
Nah, there's only one road out of here. He couldn't have driven off without me seeing him.
Okay, we've heard this part already. But it is interesting. I thought she might acknowledge me standing here since we had that conversation. She'd be like, oh, we're running into you again. But no. But see, now my thinking is, maybe if I go to the graveyard and I post up, oh, I can mess with her car now. Anita's car. He towed Anita's car to the gas station to repair it. What else we got going on here? Frank towed her car when it broke down earlier today. Search Anita's car. Okay, so if I click on it now, it's not really going to let me search the car unless I commit to that. Anita's car. Probably worth more than anything you've ever owned. Okay, let's leave that alone for right now. What happens if I just try to walk off into the... I can walk to the graveyard? I've never tried walking to the graveyard. Let's see what happens. I might not even be able to make it in time. No, I can't even make it to the graveyard in time by walking.
Still with me, Mr. Harrow?
Yes, and I have a question. I lied, I don't actually have a question.
All right, then. You should go and check in at the office.
Here's what I am gonna do. I'm gonna steal your book. Okay, so... what if I try to call Ben right at 8 o'clock? No, okay. Alright, let's fix the coffee machine.
Give me my coffee, you jerk!
Sure. Give it. Wow, nice.
Ha! Now I just leave, okay. Nothing to talk to her about. So I think I've got to go... It's weird that it gives me the option to walk places. I keep thinking something can happen at the graveyard. I mean, there has to be a reason for the graveyard to be here. So far, nothing has happened. Anytime I've come here. I don't think I've ever been here this early, though. So maybe... What was that? That sounded like a dog. You guys heard that sound, right? But I'm not seeing anything. Walter's grave. Forgot who Walter is. So this is the grave that Riley visits. But like... The last time I managed to be here when she showed up, I couldn't talk to her or anything, but that's because I hadn't fixed the coffee machine, so maybe... Check Wi-Fi connections? Phone struggles to find anything that even remotely resembles a signal. You should go to a more civilized area if you want to use the internet. Okay, no, put the phone away. Let's read the book. Until the thunder strikes. Does the thunder strike? Really? I thought lightning struck. Thunder just thundered. Fury and wonder intermingled in the lieutenant's eyes. Forget about it, Miller. Too dangerous. If the perp singles you out, no one can guarantee your backup will be there on time. Not to mention the other criminal elements. Besides, the brass would never accept one of our officers posing as a prostitute. His bald head gleamed in the trembling neon light. Lillian was too tired to control herself. With a frown, she responded, "We have to do something. This is the 7th dead working woman in as many days." That was predictable. But still cool. Continue reading. We still drinking Diet Dr. Thunder these days? Yes, that is exactly what I'm drinking. Technically, it's not. Technically, Diet Dr. Thunder is a completely different product from Dr. Thunder Zero Sugar, which is what I'm drinking. Oh yeah, I've gotten fancy. Your thoughts wander off and you can't remember a word from the whole last page. Best to take some rest. It's 8:37 p.m. Your good old pal, the loudest thunderclap, is just around the corner. The problem is there's no way to make time pass. Like, we need an option to just wait, like, minute by minute. Because if I want to mess around with stuff, it often makes me wait all the way until the end of the loop. I guess I could try to call Ben again. Phone rings once, twice, 3 times. The doctor wears many hats. Indeed, Splode. Just as you're about to hang up, the line connects.
Hello.
The voice is hazy, like someone halfway between waking and sleeping. Hello, this is Eugene Harrow speaking. There's a brief pause. When he speaks again, his voice is even fainter.
I'm not buying anything.
No, I'm not there to sell you anything. I just need to ask you something.
Yes?
I need to get to Anita's stuff. The things she left at the motel. There's a pause. That sounds really sus. Like, if somebody called me and said they need to get to somebody's stuff that I know, like even my ex-wife or whoever, I wouldn't be like, oh yeah, sure. Here you go, random stranger. Have at someone's stuff. Like, there's a pause, broken only by the sound of heavy, deliberate breathing on the other end of the line.
Listen, I don't know who you are and I don't care. She knows where her stuff is. Ask her.
He's not in the mood to cooperate. Maybe it's best to call him again later, after you've dug up some new facts to push the conversation in your favor. I feel like I can get to him. Maybe, but you'll need more than gut feelings and persistence to crack him. I just need to know where her stuff is. Oh, good one. Nice. That'll work. You really brought the persuasion there.
And I'm telling you, leave me alone.
It is I, King of Anita's stuff. This is really important?
Listen, I'm out.
The line goes dead. He hung up. No room for negotiation. Well, that was predictable. Get anything from Ben, you should find some information that would shake him up. Shake him up. Ooh, shake him up. Alright, we gotta shake up Ben. It's 8:39. I guess one thing that I could do to advance time just a little bit, I think if you click on something like this, even if there's nothing to do with it, you can make time advance. Let's see if I'm right. Yeah, see? So if I can get time to advance until like 8:45 or 8:43 or something. I'm not sure exactly what time she gets here. Although this is surely not the intended method. Yeah, this is tiresome. So far, there hasn't been a thing to do in this graveyard. And again, distraction from the real world by one without time loops, anxieties, or psychotherapies. As the half-decently written words carry you through the story, your internal clock nudges you back to reality. That's enough for now. See, I don't get a chance to try to talk to her because the loop ends. Yep, there it is again, right on time. But one time I was here... Okay, where else can I get more information? Oh, I gotta go back to the bar. That's what I gotta do.
Still with me, Mr. Harrow?
I have a question. No, I lied. I don't actually have a question.
All right, then. You should go and check in at the office.
Give me the book. I feel like I'll get inspiration if I manage to get through the whole book. Like, you probably have to read the book a bunch of times to get to the end of the book. And then probably get inspiration. That's what I'm guessing. Well, I need to go back to the bar, obviously.
Spit it out already.
I mean, I might as well do
Come
this.
on,
It doesn't
you
really
thief.
take any time.
Sure. Wow, nice.
Seems like
Supervisor.
Robin would
Sure,
know a lot
put them
about
on.
Ben and Anita's stuff
Hi,
because
yes,
she's...
Coral Destiny Antenna, Rue Valley Motel. Oh, case number? It's 6AUG27-R. Mm-hmm. Oh, hello, Mr. Harrow. How are...
But still all that we can
All
talk
right
to her
then,
about
let's
is ready
go
to
number
check
6.
in.
All right.
Okay. Alright, so we go to the bar. Jaunty Drive. No. Oh, right. Then you have to walk the rest of the way because of the barricade. And you show up and you're soaked because of the rain. I did the, Explode, I did the thing of try to escape by driving the car home. Try to drive home. And the first time I drove normally and I just, you know, I just ran out of time. The time loop happened. And so then I wasn't able to get away. So the second time I'm like, let's just drive like a maniac. I'll drive as fast as humanly possible to see if I can get out of the time loop by just driving super fast. And then obviously I lost control of the car and got into a crash, and it was really bad. Like, my arms and legs were broken and my teeth were broken out and I was bleeding to death, and like, I had like all these different horrible status effects of like injuries, and then like, I guess just before I died the time loop reset. I don't know. But I haven't tried doing it with the sports car. Nothing to do with that flower anymore. Okay. There's also this. But before I go exploring some whole new area, let's make sure we've exhausted our possibilities at the bar. So it takes about 23 minutes to get to the bar. So there's no getting here early. they're pissy if I try to talk to them. See, I literally can't even try to talk to them right now because I already know she's going to be pissed. Okay, I can't even mess with the piano. If I try to go back there, I can't try to go back there either. Because they're pissed if I do. Don't really care about the video game at the moment. Alright, let me see. If I sit on the bar stool... So I can't do anything at the bar stool right now. Until she leaves and goes upstairs. Then I can talk to Travis. But what if... And I can't even mess with this anymore because she'll get mad. Still remembers what Joy used to sound like. So I can get the other Lillian book. Let's read the blurb. After her last case ended with a terrible discovery and an escape from the clutches of injustice, Lillian finds herself on the streets of the Grey City. Friendless, moneyless, but not aimless, she fights to control her second self and find out who framed her for the murder of so many prostitutes. Oh, so this book comes after the other one that we've got. So I should read them in order. Leaf through the first couple of pages. Just your usual first page stuff. Publisher, printer, copyright owner, and on and on. Why do they even print those things? On the second page, the author's dedication. Again, to Rosemary, both thorned and sweet. Read the first couple of sentences. Tonight, the fumes of Dirtside smelled worse than ever. Lillian lost track of how many weeks she was being forced to spend here. Among the downtrodden and the discarded. If one wanted to disappear from the face of the earth and the long arm of the law, there was no better place. Oh yeah, that's the stuff. Take a closer look. As you look at the book, the shadows behind the woman form the outline of a face, all smile and teeth. It's not even reckless to take the book anymore. It's just like... The familiar cover brings a smile to your face, and not because of the seductive smile of the protagonist, but because of the unknown adventures still awaiting you in the book. So that's the first book, right? Oh no, this is the first book. The other one is the second book. Okay, well we're not really going to read the books right now. We're going to go upstairs. Because if we go up here... We know that Anita comes up here in a little bit. So maybe if I wait up here, she'll come up here and I can maybe I can talk to her. So let's I wonder if I can get on the Wi-Fi here. You see a single Wi-Fi connection, strong and steady, like a beacon in a digital haze. However, outer net station hides its signal behind a password. Someone around here ought to know it. Look around for the password. It might be posted somewhere. Is there... I mean, the password's not going to be on the rules. No fun allowed. You started to get used to the repetitive sound of the arcade machine. In fact, any type of repetition bothers you less. Until Anita goes to the roof. You insert the coin, the machine accepts your offering. I'm going to break my own record. That's the spirit. Cocky, hopeful, tragic. Enough for now. You've tasted simulated descent. Time to return to the descent you can't control. Okay, so I've got 4 minutes. Jason Burns just ran in. He knows the Wi-Fi password, but I can't talk to him. I guess I can try talking to Travis about the Wi-Fi, or I can try going up to the roof to talk to Anita. Let's exhaust our possibilities with Travis first. Last time I got drunk AF when I talked to him.
Welcome to Kuiper Belt.
Oh, he is still annoyingly full of life.
I'm Travis, and you look like you could really use a drink.
Hey, so, what's your Wi-Fi password?
Sorry, buddy. It's reserved for guests only. Rules are rules.
He just points his thumb at the framed signage on the wall like that answers everything.
But we can quench your thirst as well as your curiosity. It's just a 1-drink minimum.
I'll have what you're having.
Protein shake? It's not exactly on the menu, so I don't think so. Anything else?
Okay, pour me a glass of your finest water.
I see you like living dangerously. Good on you. The password is Kuiper's Cipher. All lowercase.
Now that I know that, I can use it every day in the time loop without ever having to actually get a drink again. He doesn't bother hiding his disappointment, but rules are rules, and you're a paying customer after all. Bartender keeps cleaning the glasses. Watching these huge hands so delicately handling small, fragile objects is mesmerizing. Okay, that's great. I'm mesmerized. Wait, now that I have the Wi-Fi password, I can't do anything with the Wi-Fi? What kind of crock of shit is this? Alright. Alright, but I can talk to Anita now. I don't have much time to talk to her, though. The lady with a big hat, Anita, she stares far off into the distance. Under the veil, the silver in her hair shines in the cold air. Oh, she's even wearing a veil? Man, she's obnoxious. She stares at nothing with a 1,000-yard stare while the token absent-mindedly spins in her hand. I'm gonna do this the most ridiculous possible way, of course. Hey, I love your style. So chic and totally in tune with the times. Her expression, however, doesn't match your enthusiasm. Quite the opposite, in fact.
Good for you. Me? I love to be alone.
Get it?
He wants you to leave her alone. Yeah, I got that. Okay, so that didn't work out too well. She stares far into the distance. So, there's nothing else I can do here. So I'd have to try to approach her a different way, obviously. I guess I'm done here. I've never done this option. I want to try it. Check if there's any deformities in the paper that would indicate where to start from. It's all part of the experience. Be a detective. I mean, there's only 2 minutes, so... Word by word, you reach the end of a chapter, eagerly awaiting the next one. But enough for now. You're getting used to this. A fire in the sky, loud noise, your typical Sunday. Close your eyes. What happens if I go through the thing with him normally, without interrupting to say I have a question?
Still with me, Mr. Harrow?
Present.
Mr. Harrow, I'm aware that you may be experiencing a slight lack of motivation and will surely be coming back, but for now, I just want you to acknowledge its existence and try to stay aware of it at all times, if possible.
I'll try. So this is the same as before.
That's good to hear. Now, in order to keep us... However, since this is your first session, all right then. That's it for today. You should go and check in at the...
So I can't talk to him about, like, oh, I can't sleep, give me the purple pill, or anything like that. Fire time, fire time.
I'll break you open if I have to. Give me my coffee, you jerk!
So...
Spit it out already!
I'm trying to find Anita's old stuff. I need to find information that would shake up Ben. I mean, there's some boxes in here that literally say Ben on them. But...
The text said it'd be up by noon today.
Doesn't seem to want to let me do anything with these boxes. Which is weird.
Yes, your colleagues already
Maybe
suggested I
Maxine
reboot the
knows
modem.
something about
I
Ben?
even tried.
Come on, you thief!
Because I know the others don't.
I'll break you open if I have to.
I've never gotten here this early. To the max gas. I don't think it's gonna matter, but... I don't think anyone else is here. Yeah. Nothing different in here. Oh, but she's on the phone. Now, I've never come in and had her be on the phone before.
Alex, fucking finally, I thought you'd never pick up. You must be the last person on this earth to still use a landline. I know cell phones are a security risk. Listen, can you check on Dad, please? Just to make sure he's okay. I called him, but he doesn't answer. Yeah, I know, but...
Her jaw tightens while she listens.
Well, I'm sorry that our father's well-being is such a pebble in a boot of your precious work.
Before she answers again, you can already see she's gonna start yelling.
'Cause I have a job. I do real work that pays bills and food for you and Walter while you're playing spy in your little bunker.
Bunker? She shakes her head in frustration, then continues in a calmer tone.
Come on, just check on him, please. He's your father, too. Right. Thanks, Alex. Call me later. Yeah, bye-bye.
Okay.
Welcome to Max Gas. You need some help getting gas in that city car of yours, or you don't want something else? We got no...
Just looking around. Okay. I think what I need to do... Yeah, Nox. Basically, I think the next business... I think I need to activate another thing, and the one I need to activate is probably search Anita's car. Because just having this one activated is not getting me anywhere. I can also search the other car, which I'm presuming is Travis's car. Why not snoop around? Who knows what secrets it holds? Alright, so we're gonna snoop around. Like Snoopy. Probably worth more than anything you've ever owned. Try to open the door. It's locked. Really no surprises there. Nobody would leave this fancy beast all alone and unlocked. Ooh, I can be reckless. Like Snoopy and take wood stock of the situation. Oh, Knox. I hope they pay you in peanuts for those jokes. Alright, we're gonna be reckless, obviously. Break the driver's window with your elbow. Oh, I got inspiration for that. There's glass all over the place, but the car is open for exploration. That's how you get things done! Yeah, because winging it has never led to any disastrous consequences. What could possibly go wrong? I'll lock the door and get in. As soon as you enter the car, the scent of wealth overwhelms you. Leather seats, wooden dashboard, LED light strips around the cabin, darkened windows. And then there's me, eating snail rice noodles for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. This just means you're in the wrong business. If you wanted money, you should have hustled more and worked less. Let's check under the seats. People lose all kinds of things there. You find only a handful of sticks of protein-infused chewing gum and another handful of nothing. Sun visor? A driving license falls into your lap as you unfold the sun visor. Take a closer look. The license looks decades old, the plastic tinged with a yellowish hue spread to every edge. Anita, on the other hand, was young and striking. Her beauty is dimmed by a tired pallor even youth can't mask, laced with a lingering fragility, an echo of a past she fought hard to leave behind. Maybe she was a party animal back in the day. Nothing like a few sleepless nights to really elevate your skincare routine. A birth date catches your eye, June 4th, 1977. She's, just a couple months younger than me. Check the multimedia device. There's a bunch of options. Music, navigation, emails. I wonder, what was she listening to? The last thing Anita listened to was the album Midnight Shift by a band called Petty Gold. Navigation system? Seems Anita was heading to 164 Cherry Hills Road in Bothwood. Never got there, though, since this midlife crisis on wheels died on her. Run a quick search on that address. There's a business associated with that location, Sloan Solutions Limited. It looks like one of those financial advisory firms that seem to be popping up everywhere lately, almost like they're multiplying overnight. I wonder if I can ask Mr. Rugger about Sloan Solutions. Hopefully the same can be said for their clients' funds. What are you getting yourself into, Anita? Tax reports, investment management, the options are limitless, and most of them remarkably dull. Check the glove compartment. A dusting cloth, driving gloves. Who wears driving gloves? 3 unopened packs of cigarettes of the long variety. A power bank, and a fancy leather notebook. Oh yeah, we're taking that notebook. Now this is something worth checking out. Let's check the storage bins in front of the back seats. There's a half-drunk bottle of Coral Destiny Martian Dew in the right one. And in the left, a book titled, How to Be the Best You. Let's flip through the book. Your eyes skim across dozens of pieces of generic advice, from drinking a cup of water first thing in the morning, to cleaning your room, to arranging a wholesome routine for yourself before bedtime. Who does any of that shit? You've written dozens of such articles, some of them a veritable diarrhea of words. This book looks like an especially potent anthology. It can't even be the worst me! Continue searching. I've seen enough. Alright, so I found a lot. Can I get into the car again? You're back in luxurious car. Okay. So now I could look at her notebook. No information yet that should shake up Ben. A luxurious leather-bound notebook with a built-in ink pen holder. Seems barely used. Don't people have phones? Why would anybody use a physical notebook? Some just prefer the feel of paper, especially those who aren't cursed with your chicken scratch handwriting. What's on page 1? It just says Anita Lopez, month of August, 2027. Flipping through the notebook. You breeze through the used pages in a single breath. All you find are a few meetings scheduled this month, filled with names that mean nothing to you. And then, at the very last entry for today, a meeting at high noon with one Aaron Sloan, along with a phone number, presumably his. Oh, like the Sloan Solutions company that we were just... that she had been to. Maybe she's in financial trouble. Let's see what else is there. Blank pages of high-quality stock, dozens of them. That is, until you flip to the end, where a neatly folded sheet of paper is tucked in the crease. You got to examine the crease. As you spread the paper, you notice a filigree SS logo watermark adorning the upper right corner. Sloan Solutions? A colorful chaos of overlapping pie charts, tangled flow charts, and cluttered bar graphs. It's a dizzying data maze designed to confuse rather than to clarify. Well, of course she'd keep the information about her business's finances in a bar graph. Upon closer inspection, you realize it's the annual financial report for Kuiper Belt. While you're no expert, the mention of insufficient revenue suggests that the bar is facing a substantial loss. Maybe that's why Anita wanted to meet that Sloan fellow. And then her car broke down, with her business falling apart, and you snooping around her dirty laundry. No wonder she's in such a great mood. You've pried all the secrets out of it. Okay. She missed some appointment when her car broke down. Frank towed her car to the gas station to repair it. I feel like there should be more information here than that, but... You found the phone number in Anita's notebook. Call it. At least you know how to enter the car now. Okay, I could call the number, huh? Call the number from Anita's notebook. The line rings, and rings, and rings, endlessly, like it's never going to stop. I gotta do some porridge, you guys, of the Dr. Thunder Zero Sugar. Not to be confused with Diet Dr. Thunder. And just as you're about to hit end call, a deep, exaggeratedly masculine voice, clearly trying too hard, answers.
Hello, thank you for calling Sloan Solutions. How can we assist you on this fine day?
I'm gonna pretend I'm someone else.
Hello, anyone there? Is there something we can help you with?
Quick, to whom would he willingly give information? Oh boy, it's time for It Is I, King of the Financiers. This is UB Pursuer, Senior Administrator with the Treasurer's Office, Ministry of Wealth Preservation. This is Anita Lopez's partner. Mr. Nightingale, Ms. Anita Lopez's personal assistant. I feel like this one's too outlandish, but again, we're not doing the smart thing, right? We're always doing the most wild thing. So we gotta go for the wild, like, too much of a lie, also known as a Knox Bluff. This is UB Pursuer, Senior Administrator with the Treasurer's Office, Ministry of Wealth Preservation. Now that's a smooth bluff. Let's see who's holding the stronger hand.
Treasurer's Office.
His voice shrinks.
To what do we owe the pleasure?
We've noticed a slight irregularity with your client's tax installment plan. Miss Anita Lopez, I believe.
If you're referring to the outstanding tax liabilities of the Rue Valley Motel, I can assure you that everything was filed with you in a timely manner. Furthermore, New Horizon Bank is guaranteed that any potential penalties will be addressed as part of the acquisition.
Oh, the hotel's being sold. I don't think Ben's gonna like that. Playing darts in the dark and you've just hit a bullseye. Too bad you're even more confused than ever. Could you elaborate?
Yes, the motel is officially in default due to Mr. Fleming's missed mortgage payments over the last 2 years. Ms. Lopez, as the rightful owner, reached an agreement with the New Horizon Bank to have the foreclosure, along with the taxes, handled through the acquisition.
You couldn't miss the sharp impatience in his high-pitched tone if you tried. Now he's got a high-pitched tone? Not what I was told. Is this frustration aimed at you, Anita, or both? I'm not sure I follow you. Your business jargon is about to dry up. Wrap it up already.
Mr. Pursuer, was it?
Is he on to you? Yes?
I'll spare you the details, but let's just say I wouldn't book a stay there anytime soon.
Why would a bank agree to absorb the motel, given its losses and questionable viability? Unless they're just gonna, unless they're buying it so they can have the land to tear the bank down and use the land for some more Coral Destiny stuff. That's what I would be guessing. That sounds like a terrible move by the bank.
Between you and me, the bank is looking to expand its horizon, so to speak, by selling the land to Coral Destiny.
That's what I just said. See? I know this shit, you guys.
Quite a profitable endeavor for everyone involved, wouldn't you agree?
Especially for Ben Fleming.
What did you say was your ID number at the Treasury?
Give him your license plate number and hang up. Well, that's an interesting development. Now, why would Anita want to meet this Sloan shark in person if she already agreed to let the motel go under? Drop the X herself? Or is she actually trying to save it? Oh, there's a lot of questions. A lot of questions. So... she missed an appointment with the lawyer when her car broke down. She planned to pay off the motel's mortgage. You discovered that motel is being bought by the bank. Sounds like it would be a good idea to convince Ben to tell you where Anita's things are. I like how the picture literally shows you where the things are, and we already know about that pile of boxes, and for some reason my character just refuses to go through them. Impossible! Right? It's such an impossible thing. You managed to commit a felony and break into Anita's car. I mean, listen, if we're gonna start counting felonies, let he who has without sin cast the first stone. The contents of Anita's car are now at your disposal. You have a way of getting into it whenever you want. Just break the window. In any case, you found everything you could find in Anita's car. So now I can call Ben and talk to him about, hey, did you know they're selling the motel and they're going to tear down the motel? And he's going to be like, oh noes, let me give you valuable information in exchange for this revelation. And I'm going to say, thank you, sir. Do I have anything else? I have to wait till 8:30 to call him, so what can I do to kill time until then? Not the book. I guess I'll just read... this book.
Impossible.
No, not until the... well, yeah, the Thunder Strikes is fine. I can call Ben then. Standing outside in the rain reading a book as one does, not even under the cover, just out in the parking lot reading a book, standing in the rain as one does. Alright, let's call Ben to learn the whereabouts of Anita's stuff. Again, standing in the rain. Now that you know the motel will be sold, you might approach him in some official capacity. Oh yes, we're gonna Knox Bluff again. The one that's most prone to peril would be number 1. I'll introduce myself as Anita's lawyer. A bold choice. Let's hope he doesn't ask for details you don't know. Oh, he will, and it'll be a disaster. It is I, King of the Attorneys. The phone rings once, twice, and then again. Each pause between the rings chips away at your hope that anyone will pick up. But then, finally, the call connects.
Hello?
His voice drifts through the line, hazy and unfocused.
Mr. Fleming, I'm Malcolm Scribowitzy from Scribowitz, Scribowitz, and Scribowitzy, your ex-wife's lawyer.
What? Who? Wait, are you a new lawyer, or did we already meet? I kind of forgot. Sorry, I think my ears are on a delay. You said you're from Scribbly Scribs and Sons?
I've been informed that your motel will be repossessed by the bank.
Silence falls, weighted and uncomfortable, punctuated only by the sound of him clearing his throat, stalling. Maybe. Or just trying to find the right words.
coming from. I mean, yeah, it's possible. Actually, let's call it probable. Very probable.
Following my client's wishes, I'm here to retrieve her remaining items from the property.
Her items? You mean the stuff in the boxes, what she left behind? It's in the lost and found room. Should be a yellow box with blue marks.
No shit, I knew that, but I just wouldn't look in there for some reason.
Hold on a second. Did you say final wish? What happened to her?
Thank you so much for the information. Have a nice day. End the call. A polite way to leave things, though you can't shake the feeling he might call back with more questions. Probably not. Okay, so she gets on her bike and she bounces. Goes to the graveyard. Found in the yellow box with blue stripes in the lost and found room. I could have just looked through all those boxes, I'm just saying. We didn't have to do all this run around. All this tomfoolery. All this shenanigans. There's not time to get back to the motel before the... I don't expect this will bear any fruit, but we'll try to talk to Maxine one more time. Her eyes follow you across the shop.
You buying?
No, I ain't buying shit. Okay, bye. Let's go all the way out into the rain. And then we'll read for the next 8 minutes.
Still with me, Mr. Harrow?
So
All right, then.
maybe
You should go and check in at the office.
I should take the call from Mr. Rugger today and see if I can ask him about Sloan Solutions. It's a long shot, but the important thing is I can go look through this crap now.
Physical antenna. Yes. On the roof. Yeah.
About time. A lot of random boxes in all shapes and sizes. Some of them are labeled Ben. One says documentation. Look for a yellow box with blue markings. Time? Does it really exist? Or is it an urban legend? There's a whole mess of things here. It's going to take a while to sift through them all, even though you know exactly what you're looking for. After a bit of rummaging, you spot the box Ben mentioned. But inside there are 3 smaller ones, a cylindrical one, a green one, and a plastic one. Cylindrical. Always look in the cylindrical one first. That's what they teach you in... Inside the box, you come across a stack of old books on entrepreneurship and starting your own business. Serious classics, the kind people swear by, the kind that promise to change your life if you let them. No matter who or what I let in, I can't change. And maybe that's it. Maybe that's the whole damn problem, the big immovable part. Green box. Shoes, all kinds, classy, for work, high heels, low heels, no heels, comfortable ones, torturous ones, anything you could imagine and then some. Makes me wonder about her hat stash.
If it's anything like this, she probably needs a warehouse just to store her legacy of fabric brims and flair. And the contents of the plastic box. There's a pile of notebooks, all dated from the 1990s, but the writing's a chaotic mess. Every page, it seems, is covered in sketches and doodles, tangled up in half-finished thoughts. It's raw, frantic. It looks like this is... Maybe they belong to Robin. If they're from the 90s, bro. Robin wasn't even born. Looks like this was from the time when Anita was unhinged. A different side of her, the one she's been hiding from you all along, it adds up. Flip through the notebooks. You do your best to sift through the jumble of barely legible text. It's a disordered mix of thoughts, ideas, and dreams all thrown together, impossible to follow like a tangled thread. Every now and then, certain words or phrases jump out, screaming for attention amidst the chaos. Look at the passage titled Not Alone. This one looks organized, stripped down, almost clinical, like it's been transcribed from somewhere else. Not alone. That's what we want you to understand. You might feel like the world has left you behind. It's okay if you feel as anger, sadness, or nothing at all. But know this, there are hands that will hold you, voices that will speak when you can't, shoulders that will carry you when your strength is gone. You're not alone. Not here, not now. You might not believe it yet, but we're here and we're not going anywhere. Together, we keep turning right. I would hate having to rely on somebody else. Yes, Knox, sometimes you have to take your loan and tie it in a knot. Always alone, always self-reliant. And look where that got you. I get to be a cool time loop, dude. Let's examine the pages with Ben's name. It's all over the place. His name is scrawled everywhere, like she was trying to exorcise him, or summon him back. On one page, his name is in a heart, retraced in ink over and over until the lines bled together. On another, it's struck through so many times that the paper tore. And then there's the page where his name is written again and again, no spaces, just a relentless chain of letters. I like how sane she sounds. Like she couldn't stop, like she had to get it out, all of it, until there was nothing left. Sounds like an obsession, and the dangerous one. Maybe he was a lighthouse, bright, guiding, yet blinding. Just as much a beacon as he was the fog that swallowed it. A place of safety, sure, but also a place you'd run from when the light got too harsh. Read the passage where the word hope is repeated. Some words are unreadable, but you manage to piece enough together. Hope. The word sticks in throat like a splinter. Hope. It's good to you through. Hope, 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 like a record that won't stop. Hope's a trickster, a liar. It gives, then rips away. I hate it. Grasping at straws, I would say. Like you would have done any better if you were in her shoes? Well, I would have had so many shoes to choose from. The drawings alongside the text are a strange mix. Hollow, despairing faces and suns that beam across entire pages. In one of the notebooks, 2 calendars from 1997 and 1998 are taped to the center. Those were good years. Most of the days are crossed out, like someone was counting down to something. I had a lot of fun in 97 and Doomsday? Whatever she was counting, it ends in 1998. The writing stops there too. That would have been when she turned 21. I wonder what else is here.
As you sift through the contents of the box, you uncover an old VHS camera tucked away in a clear plastic case. Inspect the camera. The camera itself looks worn, but still in good condition. The tape's still inside, but there's no battery. Examine what else is in the case. Aside from the bag and other camera accessories, there's an unopened battery. Brand new, untouched, like someone bought it but never got the chance to use it. That's convenient. Stare at the camera. Unpack the battery and insert it into the camera. The battery fits perfectly and the camera has the juice now. Turn the camera on. The screen flickers to life, starting with the company logo. Then it jumps to a list of videos, each one creatively labeled as video, followed by a number. The titles offer no clue as to the content. Only one way to find out what's inside. Press the play button. The screen goes live with a close-up of Anita, like she's holding the camera pointed at herself. She looks young, way younger than today, but her face, it's pale, tired, like sleep's been avoiding her for years. The date in the corner reads 9 March 1996. 96. Not the best year. Someone was a party animal back then. Obviously. The camera turns, and in sails a man. He looks older, worn down, like a train that was hit by another train and then pushed into a river. That's pretty bad. Man, you look bad. You look like a train that was hit by another train and then pushed into a river. Ash gray face, dark circles carved beneath his eyes, lips scorched and cracked. He looks sick, really sick. Wow, party life, it's hard. Indeed, you've never taken it that far, and now, seeing this, you are glad you didn't. Suddenly, Anita's voice cuts the silence from behind the camera. Ben, look what I bought. So, that's Ben. The camera moves closer. His face fills the shot, and it's even worse up close. The grainy footage makes it all feel like a cheap horror flick. His eyes are filled with nothing but desperation. He reaches out, hand brushing the camera before the picture jostles, shakes, and cuts to black. What in the hell happened to that guy? Who knows? Whatever it was, it's on film. Oh, there's a lot of videos to watch here. Start the recording titled Video 1. The small screen and low resolution barely let you see all the details, but after a few moments you realize it's the wedding recording. The camera focuses on the bride and groom at the table. They look familiar, younger, and with big smiles on their faces. And then it hits you. The couple are Anita and Ben. Well, no shit, it's Anita. Who else would... Some random wedding. The date at the bottom of the screen reads 6 September 1999. Oh, 1999. Crazy year. Crazy. Continue watching. The cameraman moves through the banquet hall, weaving between guests, trying to capture the atmosphere and the people gathered there. The recording shifts to the entrance of the hall, where the camera catches a group of teenagers talking, laughing, and playfully shoving each other around. It's hard to tell them apart at first because the camera zooms in and out. One is dressed for the occasion while the other two are in plain clothes. Still, they all seem to be having a good time. Let the film roll for a while. Suddenly, shouting erupts and the camera swings to an obviously drunk man stumbling toward the teenagers from outside. The well-dressed kid walks to the man and tries to calm him down. Mr. K, please, they did nothing wrong. Mr. K. Isn't that Maxine's last name? I think it is. Just like
Maxine's dad or brother or something. They K's. Yeah, the first people to come to the town. Yeah. Maxine, Alexander, get out of here. You don't belong with this lot, not here. So it is Maxine and Alexander's dad, presumably. The two of them bolt, leaving the well-dressed kid behind. Walter snarls at him. Oh, it's Walter. And yeah, Anderson boy, stay away from my kin, you outlander scum. Guy looks like he's ready to shoot some varmints. The frame quickly swings back to the hall, like the cameraman is pretending none of it ever happened. Anderson boy, outlander, what the hell is this guy babbling about? Who knows? Drunk people say all kinds of things, most of it nonsense. Let's fast forward a little bit. Anita and Ben are back in the frame, sitting and talking to each other. The cameraman is clearly far away as he zoomed into the max, so you can't hear their voices. Still, by her smile and the way she touches Ben's cheek, it's clear that both are happy beyond words. He kisses her on the forehead and hugs her affectionately. This Anita appears so different from the one you've met, moody and quick to get into an argument. She was good at hiding it. She changed so much that it's nearly impossible to grasp who she was or who she is now. Or we're watching video 2. Why can't we watch video 3 or video 5 or video 3 or 5? Video 2. An entrance to a large building appears on the screen. Judging by the people's uniforms and ambulances, the cameraman is in front of the hospital. Oh, is this when Robin was born? Here we are, almost there. A voice is heard, rasped and excited, and also out of breath. The date in the corner reads 9 April 2007. That's only 2 days after I was born. I mean, I wasn't born in 2007, but if this is Robin's birthday, then she's 20 years old. The camera swivels to the source of the voice. At first, you can't recognize the man standing there, but then it dawns on you. It's Ben. Well, of course it's fucking Ben. Like, what? Why do we keep acting surprised that the people on these videos are Ben and Anita? Not the Ben you saw before. This is a man reborn. Older, yes, but in that rare kind of way where time has treated him kindly. His cheeks are plump with the flush of health, tinged with a rosy hue. Have your cheeks ever been tinged with a rosy hue, you guys? I don't know if mine have, to be perfectly honest. I never remember looking in the mirror and thinking, oh, look at this rosy hue. The despair that once clung to his eyes like tar is gone, replaced by what? Hope? Happiness? A wide smile spreads across his face, revealing teeth that gleam. A man with something to smile about, as if he's just won the lottery or been given a second chance at life. Oh, he survived? Incredible! And then you see it. Something that wasn't there before. The crutches. He's holding one in each hand, and as the camera zooms out, it becomes clear. Ben's missing a leg. His trousers are pinned up where flesh and bone once were. Oh, maybe they're not there for Robin's birth. Maybe they're there because he lost a leg. Was this the price for his new lease on life? The Ben in the first video, ashen, skeletal, on the edge of oblivion. To see him now, upright and smiling, even if it's only on one leg, it almost feels like a victory. Almost. Somebody told him, you haven't got a leg to stand on, and he said, actually, I do. The cameraman follows Ben to the reception area when the nurse with a stern look greets him. I'm sorry, in which room is Anita Fleming? I'm Ben. Sorry, her husband.
His voice is shaky and happy. Oh, so it is for the birth. The nurse's face brightens with a warm smile as she shares the room number and directions to get there. As he strolls down the dim hallway, a hauntingly familiar melody hums from his lips, something you haven't heard in ages. Sounds more like 20 Fingers Dancing. Either way, it's unmistakably a children's tune. They arrive in the front of the room. Ben opens the door, and there she is, Anita, cradling a newborn in her arms. Robin, here's Daddy. Come meet your daughter properly, Dad. This must be Robin. Up close, her tiny face resembles a wrinkled mask, puffed up like a little balloon. She's crying with all the might her new lungs can muster. Number 2. Robin looks like a tiny monster from a children's movie. But she's just a baby. Aren't babies supposed to be both lovely and a bit terrifying? Alright, what's video 4? The recording is grainy and the picture jumps up and down as if the same fragment of tape has been overwritten countless times. Anita and Ben are somewhere on vacation. Towering pine trees and blankets of snow abruptly give way to sun-soaked beaches and the murmur of the sea. The dates blur and shift rapidly. The only certainty is that it spans the years between 2002 and 2006. Typical. All the most intriguing moments are crammed into a flawed segment. Maybe some things are meant to stay obscured. Alright, let's see video 7. The recording flickers to life, showing a parking lot in front of the motel. Anita and Ben stand around a number of people. The date reads 17 October 2000. Wait, this is from before. This is video 7, but it's from before video. I can't handle that. Not acceptable. To the right of the couple is a woman in her 30s with a teenage boy and a small girl beside her. She's smiling, holding the girl's hand. That's the Anderson boy from the wedding. The crowd chants, "Speech, speech, speech," at the camera, focuses on Ben, waving at everyone. It's going backwards. Oh. But the marriage happened before the birth, I think. Thank you all for joining us in this greatest of all moments. Your support has been truly important to us all. Special thanks to you, Barb. I owe you much more than support. You, along with Frank and Riley, will always be like family to me. Okay, so Frank is Riley's brother? No. Frank is... He's the mechanic guy that was driving the tow truck that's missing. He's somebody's brother. Hey, what's up, Ashley of the Galaxy? Welcome. This really does look like Disco Elysium missing the voice acting. Yeah, I mean, it does have voice acting through a lot of it. Like, I'd say about 80% of the time it's voice acted, but some sections aren't for whatever reason. They'll always be like family to me. The cameraman zooms in on the woman with the teenager and the girl. She's smiling, but there's a hint of sadness in her eyes. The boy looks obviously embarrassed, while the girl hugs her mom closely. So that's Frank and his mom and Riley. Wow. This tape seems full of surprises. You wonder what you'll see and hear by its end. Ben turns to Anita. She holds him under his arm and they walk to the entrance of the reception area, draped in red tape. She pulls scissors from her handbag and cuts the ribbon while holding it with her other hand. Is this when they opened up the motel, probably? The cameraman yells, "Now!" The crowd erupts, shouting, "The motel is now open!" Clapping fills the air. Some even clap their hands over their heads. Confetti flies around Anita, and this is a lot of celebration for a motel opening. Confetti flies around Anita and Ben, the wind catching it and scattering it everywhere. It's like colorful snow made of pure happiness. That is some very happy snow. That sounds like the kind of snow that Bob Ross would paint. Happy little snow. Why is my life so empty of these moments? What risks, real risks, have you taken so far? Here's your answer. All right, we'll check out video 8. This is the final one. Anita stands surrounded by a group of people. Ben is nowhere in sight. You were just watching Bob Ross? I love Bob Ross. I watch Bob Ross sometimes. Yeah, Bob Ross is awesome. No familiar faces here. The ambiance also looks out of Rue Valley. The date in the corner reads 22nd August 1998. So this was only 9 years ago. This would be, I don't know. Is this a celebration of her divorce from Ben? Her wedding was after this, so no. Maybe it is going backwards. One of the people you've never him seen before? One of the people, you've never seen him before, clears his throat to get everyone's attention. As silence falls, he waves to the cameraman. The recording shakes as the cam guy adjusts something off screen. Suddenly a song starts playing, muffled like it's from a portable speaker. This song sounds familiar. It stirs something deep within, a distant echo of bygone days. Familiar, yet foreign. He turns to Anita. This is a special moment for you and for all of us as well. I'm proud to give you a reminder of how far you've come since you first came to us. This is like her getting out of rehab or getting out of like the mental hospital or something. He hands her a small box. Anita gazes at it with a smile, humming along to the song's melody. I'm nosy, so it's inside. Open it, please. Anita opens and takes out a small... Oh, that's the token that she still has. It's the same thing she was holding in her hand tonight and fiddling with. As she smiles, the speaker says, and don't forget, when the going gets tough, this is AA. This is like some sort of sobriety anniversary. The whole group shouts, "Turn right." They start clapping and embracing Anita. This feels like a cult. I got inspiration. That's good. Anita turns to the camera, waving the token while the song increases in volume and nothing can be heard over the melody. What is going on here? What kind of ceremony is this? What does that token mean? Why does she still have it so many years later? Turn right. I've heard that phrase before. You encountered it when you rummaged through her notes. Maybe you should look for more info about it. Okay. Oh, good. Okay, so we learned that Frank's last name is Anderson and Riley is his sister. Okay. Riley is Anderson. She's Frank's sister. Right. Congratulations, detective. You managed to dig up someone's past and obtained valuable information. Anita's forgotten things were kept in a yellow box with blue stripes. Maybe it was dear to her heart, especially this old camera.
Play Anita's song. She has a special song. Maybe she would like to hear it once more. Oh, that's gonna piss her off so much. Okay. I need to look at her notebook again, I think. Maybe now I could talk to her. I could also try to talk to Riley about her. But I currently don't have any intention. I have a ton of inspiration now, so I can activate whatever I want. Let's... Screw it, we'll play Anita's song. Isn't there a piano at the Kuiper Belt? You could test your musical abilities. Okay. So it's only 8:02. I came in here immediately when the loop started. So I don't actually have her notebook right now. Because I had her notebook on the previous loop.
I need the internet. Could you...
Can I talk to Robin about anything new? Alright, so yes, Robin is talking to the people. I say I'm in a hurry. She has to call them back.
Hello, Mr. Harrow. How are you? Are you ready to check in?
Okay, so no, nothing new at this point.
Give me my coffee, you jerk!
What about Riley? We'll fix the coffee machine.
Out already!
Sure. Wow, nice. I don't know how you figured it out, but... Oh, thanks so much.
Okay, nope, I can't bring anything up with her right now either. So, let's go to the gas station. I'm gonna break into her car again. Break the window, unlock the door, and get in the car. You're back in Anita's luxurious car. Gotta work on that posture while driving, right? Pick up the notebook again. Okay. You've pried all the secrets out of it. No, I haven't. But I guess I have. Well, I suppose... I don't expect this to be anything, but we'll talk to Maxine real quick.
Welcome to Max Gas. You need some help getting gas in that city car yard, or you want something else? We got no...
Keep silent. Alright, we're gonna glare silently. We're out of here. Alright, let's go to the bar. Oh, I actually wanted to answer that call from him today, but guess I can't answer his call while I'm driving. Oh, we're here late. We only have 7 minutes. She's gonna get up and walk upstairs in like 3 minutes. I guess we'll play the song and see what happens. Actually, before we play the song, I want to try something else. I can play the song on the next loop. I want to try something else. I want to just come up here. Nothing I can do with the Wi-Fi. I went to all that trouble to get the Wi-Fi password. Alright, let's make a little bit of time pass here by reading this book. We'll see what happens. We'll see if it lets me out of the reading before the start wherever. The mind will fill in the gaps. Enough for now. No! I needed it to be 8:46. I don't know how you... I did it once. I don't know how you get the time.
Still with me, Mr. Harrow?
No, I don't have a question. I lied.
All right, then. You should go and...
Okay, so... Take the book. I really want to try to talk to Anita on the roof now.
Come on, you thief!
So if I go straight to the bar... Like, the earliest you can get here is 8:23. Oh, wow, if you get here really early, she's standing outside. She's not even in there talking to Travis. Now that's new.
Yes, Richard. I don't...
She's on the phone? Standing outside in the rain, as everyone does in this game, apparently. Some kind of token appears in her hand, spinning from finger to finger. A brief pause follows while she listens to Richard, daggers shining in her eyes.
Give me just a moment.
Then the daggers point toward you.
Do you always eavesdrop on the conversations of strangers so flagrantly? Or am I a special case?
Oh yes, I always do.
If you've come for the bar, the entrance is right there. Just remember to wipe the sand from your shoes. Wipe at least 3 times. Or, if you didn't come for a drink, move exactly 5 yards away from me.
Oh, I'm upset because she's not nice to me. So I'm more impulsive, but I'm also more indifferent, so I'm no longer dramatic. But that was just passing...
By all means, continue.
There's a whole firing squad behind the lady's eyes. You've no choice but to move away. She continues talking in a hushed voice, still casting an occasional glance toward you. Oh, we got a new idea to eavesdrop on her. Like peering through a keyhole, tempting but ultimately intrusive. It offers you fragments of a story not really meant for you, leaving just enough room for misinterpretation. But sometimes it reveals the truth. Alright, well, we'll keep that in mind for later. I can talk to Travis now. I don't know what time she comes in.
Hey, welcome to Kuiper Belt. I'm Travis, and you look like you could really use a drink.
No, I guess I can't really talk to Travis. Let's... This is what we do. We play the game until she goes to the roof. After all that practice, after the tutorial you revisit it again and again, you start to feel it. Time to test yourself on the paraglider. Coin inserted. Choice made. The machine pops up a list of commands. Review the controls. Joystick controls direction. One switch adjusts the wind gauge. Another controls the rear fan. Several others are for specific moments. Feels like piling in a room service cart that someone jammed a Starship interface into. Start the game. The countdown begins. You feel oddly ready, like you've done this in another life. You begin your descent, carefully tilting the wing flap to catch just the right stream of wind, the perfect glide path. A violent gust slams in from the left. The screen distorts like a torn canvas. You're no longer flying, you're surviving. Ignore it! Let the wind carry you! You'll fix this at the landing. It's sightseeing now. Too bad nothing is there to see. The gust subsides slowly. You coax stability back into the glider. A bird. No, a missile made of feathers and spite. It collides with your paraglider and clings to it. Shake the joystick left and right. Try to throw it off. After a moment of chaotic wobbling, it releases. You win. Barely. The runway looms ahead, getting closer. Upward stall. You stop descending, floating like a balloon. Too high, too light. I am impatient. Because I have Impulsive 4 right now, because I'm upset. Rattle every control. Something's gotta stick! Your chaotic flailing triggers some unintended but helpful combination. It's working somehow. Sometimes, Ashley of the Galaxy, sometimes it feels a lot like Disco Elysium, like where you can really tell they were trying to mimic some of the style of Disco Elysium, but other times it really doesn't. I don't think it's sophisticated in the right. I don't think it has writing as sophisticated as DE, and I also don't think it's overall as funny as DE, and it's not as edgy as DE either. But it is pretty good, though. Final descent. The runway spreads before you like an open invitation. It's also mechanically simpler as well, so it's kind of lesser in every way, but it is a worthy tribute, I suppose. Success! You land. Smooth, clean, no fanfare, just the weight of breath returning to your lungs. Let's check the time. 46th place. Progress. You've clawed your way up the ranks. Enter my name into the high score. What'll it be? You get 3 letters. Choose wisely. Let's go with win. There it is, your legacy, reduced to 3 blinking glyphs. Let's examine it in detail. It's a simulator, alright, but dressed up like an arcade machine, flashy and gaudy, clinging to the aesthetics of some older, allegedly better time. No wonder you mistook it for a regular cabinet. You spot more details, additional writing on the sides of the device. Look at the left side. A large peeling sticker dominates the side of the machine. Property of Coral Destiny, it declares, in bold bureaucratic font. I love me a bureaucratic font. Below, a list of terms and conditions in microscopic text. Stamped over the whole thing with quiet finality, decommissioned, all caps. Wonder why they got rid of it. Probably everyone there already beat it, multiple times. The machine lost its thrill. Look at the right side. A small plaque, best-selling arcade simulator of 2021. Where? Space centers? Makes sense. Where else would people willingly play something this brutal? The machine has given up all its secrets, or maybe it never had any. I guess I'll get back to killing time then. This arcade's a time loop in miniature. Try as many times as you want. The only cost is time and money. But here, in the real loop, even that's free. Again? Of course again. Quitting is for people with closure. You've got a vendetta. So, now that I got 46th place, maybe I can talk to Travis. Because I passed many of his... But I need you to stop now. Yeah, okay. Jason Burns runs in. She goes up to the roof. You pull your hands off the control. Your reflection lingers in the glass like it's still playing. Okay, real quick, we'll try to talk to Travis, and then we'll go up there and try to talk to her. He does not address you, but he is very much aware of your presence. He doesn't even talk to us this time about, like, hey, do you want a drink or whatever? Okay. Let's go upstairs. Now we'll try... Oh, we can't even talk to her. Best not to disturb her anymore. So because we talked to her in the beginning and we upset her and she upset us, we can't even try to talk to her here. So this time loop was a little bit wasted. I guess it wasn't completely wasted because I did get the idea to eavesdrop on her. So I just have to wait for the loop to end, I guess. Lillian sighed as she walked into the fumes of Dirtside in her tight black dress and high heels. Despite have done all possible research and preparation for her role, her stomach was still clenched like a fist. All of the Vice interview transcripts she read, all of the interrogations of working girls she observed couldn't possibly prepare her for the real thing. They could only serve as a foundation to improvise on. Lillian knew she would have to rely on her gut instincts and sharp wit to survive. A call interrupted her ruminations. Hey, new bitch, this is my corner. Find yourself another spot. A tall blonde came strolling through the smog, waving her red purse as a flail. Remember the training, Lillian thought to herself. Be aggressive. That's the only way to establish yourself in this society. Ooh, there's gonna be some ass whooping. Without a second thought, Lillian charged the woman, grabbed her neck, and slammed her into a wall. It's my corner if I want it, bitch. Then, when you have asserted dominance, offer mercy. But I don't want it. It's a shit corner anyhow. I don't know how you make any money here. The woman gasped for air when Lillian released her. A quick flick of a hand and she offered her a cigarette, along with, I'm Lily. Never use your real name while undercover is what the textbook said. Oh yeah, she really concealed her name really well. She went from Lillian to Lily. Is this getting interesting or what? Reckless. She should have punched that other girl in the gut to really assert dominance. Ever heard of a little thing called extrajudicious use of force? Keep reading. I managed to read a lot in those 2 minutes. Your thoughts wander off and you can't remember a word from the whole last page. Best to take them off. See, I think if you read the book enough times, you'll eventually get to the end. And then something will happen. Probably just get inspiration. Getting used to this, a fire in the sky, loud noise, your typical Sunday. You get the snake squeezins reference, really? From Wasteland?
Still with me, Mr. Harrow?
Game is way older than you. Well, it's way older than most people at this point, I think. Yes, and I have a question, but I actually don't have a question.
All right then. You should go and check in at the office.
gonna get my favorite book. Okay, so
I'll break
I
you
think
open if
that's
I
where
have
we're
to.
gonna stop for today, starting a new loop. Yeah, that's gonna do it for this stream, and that's gonna do it for this episode. This has been Josiah Plays Rue Valley.